Hey guys, it's Lisa with Salesvision, and this is the Salesvision 100 video challenge, and it is video number 92, I think. And I hope everybody's doing well. And before we get started, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel down below and smash the bell to the right, which will let you know whenever I upload a video. And give me a thumbs up if you get any value from my videos. I promised you that the next video would be about SolomonCEO, and so that's what we're going to talk about. I actually just started that training. It's a diamond level training within the Salesvision back office. SolomonCEO is a training that Mark Hoverson, the late Mark Hoverson, had put together. This is like his signature course, transformational course. This is his legacy. Unfortunately, he died a couple of years ago of cancer. He had done a lot for the internet marketing world, and mindset, helping people change their thinking so that they could bust through their roadblocks that were keeping them from being successful entrepreneurs. So this program, Vincent put it in Salesvision. Vincent was partners with Mark Hoverson in the old days with, I think it was called ILN, I'm not positive, Internet Lifestyle Network, something like that was their company name. So this training is famous. You may have even heard of it, SolomonCEO. So what I did is I did module 1 so that I could talk about it today. And it is only available on the diamond level, so if you join this Salesvision at the free level, it won't be available to you. You would have to upgrade to the diamond, or we're called now executive director level. Okay, SolomonCEO is about 21 ancient secrets that the King Solomon, who was the richest king ever, these are 21 ancient secrets or principles on how to become wealthy and successful. It's about quantum growth. And I'm not going to go into quantum mechanics here and quantum physics, but at a later date we'll talk about that. But basically, like taking a quantum leap is like having incredible growth, and quantum meaning it has to do with energy. And actually, I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction. I understand myself quantum energy, but I don't know it enough to be able to teach it effectively. Not yet, anyways. I'm going to have to go over it some more. So I'm going to stick to the topic. And the first 3 of the ancient secrets he went through in module 1. And I'm going to I'm going to list them and then go over them with you. Just one moment. I want to pull up my screen. My screenshots. Okay. Secret number 1. Secret number 1 is the expectation of ease, speed, and pleasure. I'll say that again. Secret number 1 is the expectation of ease, speed, and pleasure. So that is something that you want to develop, an expectation for what's easy, speedy, and pleasurable. Now, if you believe this, it is definitely going to be your course in life. If you can feel this and make yourself expect and believe this. If you're thinking life is hard and I'm never going to do this, and life is hard, and I grew up poor, and there's too much competition, I can't make money online. If you think that way and your mindset is that way, chances are you most likely will not make it. It's really about your belief, because life doesn't have to be that hard. In entrepreneurship and working online, doesn't have to be that hard, and it's not impossible at all, like a lot of people might tell you. Ordinary people might tell you that, people who have not experienced wealth and abundance and different ways of thinking. We're taught over time, kind of programmed by society, to see life as a certain, as something hard, that you have to do hard work and, to earn a living and work your whole life till you're 65, and then, you get your pension and you can enjoy life. But I mean, how many years do you really have left if the average lifespan is 70 something when you retire at 65? Are you really going to enjoy your traveling and enjoy all the things you can do then? I mean, and it just seems to me, when I think about it, it seems really crass, really, you know, like unfair, like almost like slavery, that we're taught in school conformity, how to conform, how to do, what society and our government wants us to do, how to be a good employee, how to prepare yourself for the world where you will be grinding not 24 hours a day, I'm sorry, grinding 8 hours a day for a fixed amount of money, building someone else's dream. Because listen, if you're not self-employed, or a contractor, or a freelancer, entrepreneur, then you're working for someone as an employee and you're building someone else's dream. And you should be building your own dream. Because if you're not building your own dream, I mean, the other alternative is building someone else's dream and getting paid for that. So if you're going to do the work, you may as well build your own dream. So you want to change your expectations from thinking life is hard to thinking it's easy, speedy, and pleasurable. Well, not like life being speedy, but like things that you do that they have ease, speed, and pleasure. There's a quote that by Solomon in the Proverbs. It's Proverbs 15:19. The way of a lazy man is like a hedge of thorns, but the way of the upright is a highway. And Mark Hoverson gave us an example of when he used to trim the hedges and things like that, literally, and that, it was not fun. A hedge of thorns is definitely not pleasurable. So the way of a lazy man is like a hedge of thorns. And when Solomon says lazy, he means it could be two types of laziness: intellectually lazy or physically lazy. If you're intellectually lazy, you may be working hard. You may be a very hard worker and working in a factory and doing, hard work. But if you're intellectually lazy, you're not using your intellect and you're not fulfilling your own potential. So despite the fact that you work really hard, in Solomon's eyes, you're still lazy. And don't get me wrong, some people do that kind of work. We need people to do that kind of work. Some people are meant to do that, and they're not lazy. They just have different, they're more, what's the word? Like when you work with your hands and like more of a tradesman. There are people who are better at doing physical things and, electronics or factory work, things like that. And there are some people who are, meant for mental tasks and intellectual tasks. So you really got to know yourself and be self-aware to know what are your gifts. We're all born with individual gifts. Whether it be you can craft, little knickknacks in wood, or you can build a whole house with your hands. You can, disassemble a computer and put it back together and diagnose problems. Or, you can make people laugh, like Jim Carrey. Or you write inspiring poetry and lyrics, and they touch people's hearts. Or you're a musician and your voice and your singing voice touches people's hearts. Or, you're a writer, an author. You write things that people enjoy reading, takes them out of their world and helps them to escape if it's fiction. or it transforms them in some way, maybe if it's a nonfiction book, self-help book. I mean, we all have to know what our individual gifts are. Doctors, you know, healing people, surgeons, light workers, and people who heal with their hands and things like that. I mean, there's a need for us all to play our role, our destiny, fulfill our destiny. So before I get off track, let's go back to secret number one. The last thing I want to say about that is that if you're an entrepreneur, entrepreneurs don't think in linear terms. They don't think, you know, the way we're taught, the way we grow up. They don't think there's one way to do everything. They look for other ways. They look for the novel idea. They look for new ways of doing things better, ways of making things easier, making things speedier, making things more convenient, making things more pleasurable. That's what entrepreneurs do. They solve problems. And they take quantum leaps. As an entrepreneur, you always want to think that you're one idea, or one, like Russell Brunson says, one funnel away. You could be one idea away, one technique away, one thought away from your big, massive breakthrough to make a huge quantum leap for something amazing. One thought or idea away before finding a solution to something, before changing the world, before changing your life. Think of things, I mean, of course there's a lot of failure being an entrepreneur, but that leads you to success, and that's part of the process. You want to think in these terms and say to yourself, I'm about to. You know, you may have exhausted a lot of options and they didn't work, but you're about to find the answer. You're about to break through or have a breakthrough. You're rounding the corner. You're rounding the corner. Your business, you know, like you're learning how to make money online or doing affiliate marketing, and maybe you haven't started earning commissions yet. But don't think of yourself as a failure. You know, you just haven't found what works for you yet. You're almost there. You're right around the corner. You're about to have a breakthrough. Things are about, that snowball that you're pushing up the hill is about to get to the top and roll on down pretty speedy once you get it up there. So don't give up. Okay, secret number 2. Ooh, it's already been 13 minutes. You know what, guys? I'm not going to be able... He did all 3 in one session, but that was like an hour and a half. So I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you tomorrow, because I know people's attention spans are not more than 13 minutes. They're like 7 seconds. So I hope you got some value from this, and I will talk about the second secret, maybe the third too, but at least the second secret of SolomonCEO tomorrow. Okay, guys, I love you. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Namaste.